Scoodly doo doo boo boo doo 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 kahada hada hey.
All right. This is I Like It Because You Hate It. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dennis. This is our second take.
Yeah, our second attempt at doing this, which is our 10th episode that we've recorded, but our first one that we're releasing.
Is this 10?
Yeah, this is 10.
This is 10. Oh, it's a big day.
Yeah, so we're basically what we're doing is we're just white outing the 0.
Yeah.
Leaving the 1 there. Because we've done 10 of these.
Practice runs, clearly.
I think we're getting better with each week that we do it.
We are.
Which is sad, but also pretty cool at the same time. And I have not released any of them because I had a real good built-in excuse that I was.
But would you have released them even if you weren't finishing your schooling?
Yeah, totally I would have. Because I just couldn't because I was so busy with school.
Okay.
Which, now I'm not because I graduated last week, so.
Cum laude?
No. No.
Magna cum laude?
I graduated, I guess.
What was your GPA? Let's go.
I don't know. It's like 3.2 or 1 or something like that.
Hey, that's with honors, I think.
No, then it was lower than that. I didn't get honors.
Fuck you then.
2.9 maybe. I don't know.
So you got a B?
Yeah, something like. Because I got C's in quite a few classes. As the completion date got nearer and nearer, I stopped giving a fuck about classes and just wanted to pass them.
The senioritis kicked in.
Yeah, so there's a lot of low B's, high C's.
I didn't even know you could get senioritis on an online.
You can. You can. Surprisingly, you can. Yeah, so I got my degree in business management with a minor in philosophy.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I'm like, I don't know. What'd you get your degree in?
Bullshit.
So communications?
Yeah, I was a communication major.
Did you have a minor?
No, I was close to a psychology minor.
Oh, close.
So two courses off that I didn't take.
Didn't get it, huh? Well, I got a minor, so I guess I'm better than you.
Good luck going anywhere with that minor.
I wish if I had, in a perfect world, my minor would have been my major, but I had to
But you had to realize that nobody does anything with a philosophy major.
That's not true. A philosophy major is actually one of the most useful majors that you can get.
Oh, yeah?
From philosophy, a lot of people go to law school with a philosophy bachelor's.
Majority of our history, too. Or
Okay,
pre-law.
Yeah, pre-law is actually the smallest one. It goes philosophy and history are the two highest for law school entries.
So you're going to go to law school?
No, but I'm just saying. There's that. A lot of businesses...
It's because they realize they can't do anything with their actual degree, so they have to get into fucking law school.
A lot of businesses...
That's all it is.
A lot of businesses hire philosophy majors for management positions because it shows that you can critically problem solve. I may have read this on a philosophy bias website.
CompletePhilosophy.com.
Yeah. Philosophy is cool.
Cool.com.
.biz.
Yeah, I was saying, you always look at worst majors to pick, and philosophy's always up there with art history.
No, art history is useless. Philosophy, if we didn't have such a shitty society, philosophy would be the most sought after major because it is the most interesting and most useful thing.
All right, Socrates, we get it. You're so much fucking superior.
I'm not superior.
Us plebs.
I took a fucking minor. It's not like I majored in it. It's just I fucking like it. I like it a lot. But there's no money in being able to think about problems rationally, I guess. I don't know, man. But anyways, I'm really upset that I finished school because I don't have an excuse to
not do things.
So I had two perfect excuses lined up. I had the kids and I had school.
Yeah.
So whenever I didn't want to do something, I could just cycle through those two excuses. But now I only have the kids,
Which is a big one.
That is it's a pretty bulletproof excuse.
Seriously, you could use that in any day situations.
Yeah. And I do use it quite a bit. But my kids, I got some...
It's the only reason I'd want a kid is just for the excuses to get out of bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I don't like doing anything. I'd much rather do nothing than something. I hate doing things.
I agree.
I could sit in my house. I'm a hermit.
The older I get, because I used to, in my early 20s, I used to love to go out and party and shit.
Yeah.
But the older I get, the less I want to be like outside of my house.
Me too.
I don't want to now. I don't really like everything that's going on inside my house, but if I can be like unbothered in my
In my
home,
house, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's utopia.
if I can sit like outside by the fire and like not have anybody bug me, or if I
Yeah.
can be on the computer or whatever. But yeah. So now I lost a big excuse. So I don't know, man. Now I gotta start doing jujitsu again, and
Yeah, we'll see about that.
yeah, I'm gonna get back on the wagon.
Get back on the wagon.
Yeah.
Jump on.
Yeah.
Head first. Yeah. So I think you're right about your early 20s. You do that going out, but now that as I get older, I don't like those loud bars. I'm a 30-year-old.
Yeah, the
curmudgeon.
loudness.
I'm a complete curmudgeon. Like I can't stand bars where I can't talk to people and listen to them because I enjoy talking to people. But
Well, you know what the biggest part about going to bars is, right?
what?
When you're younger, it's finding new pussy.
That's all it is.
And when
But that's everything at 20.
yeah,
Anything I did at 20 was trying to find new pussy.
and when I'm married, you're attached, you're in a pretty serious relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Why would I go to a fucking bar
yeah,
or club
there's
where my
no
girlfriend
reason.
is like, let's go out, let's go to the clubs.
It's
No,
different
no.
for women. They want to like dance and whatnot.
Yeah, and the only reason I would ever dance in my life is my
Yeah.
6'4", gawky, lanky body was to try to get pussy.
Yeah, you want to dance well enough for someone to put their dick in your mouth.
Yeah. Wait, they're dick. wait just a second. I don't know who you think I am. I'm not trying to dance with people to get cocks in my mouth.
I was hoping you weren't going to catch that.
Try to slip one by me, philosophy minor.
Yeah. But I mean, for you, either way.
I just show it to people in movie theaters.
Yeah, that's it. That's last week's episode, which I really need to get released because it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But
I was raped.
you weren't raped. He never touched you.
Well, that I remember.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to victim shame, but I think when the episode comes out, we'll realize that it was your fault.
I don't want to victim shame. We'll get your input on that, the fans.
Yeah,
you can email us, was I at fault?
Jesus. Maybe I'll release 2 in 1 week because that episode was.
That
really
episode
good.
was good. It was one of those nervous laughters for me, like, oh God, I'm broken.
I'm not gonna give anything away, but when you told me the key detail, there was a detail that you told me in that story that flipped me from being like, "Oh
On my
God,
side
Dennis, I'm so sorry," to "You fucking piece of shit, you." Like I really flipped it quick. I was re-listening to it, and I was like, I was kind of an asshole too.
You didn't even realize my rationale behind it.
I don't care what your rationale was.
Again, going off tangent.
Yeah. So anyways.
Listen to that episode.
So what do we got coming up this week? Alright, this is something that we can talk about.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight
Something I
this Saturday.
I couldn't fucking care less about. I really couldn't.
I'm very much opposite of you. I care very much about it. I'm like super hyped.
Like I'm gonna watch it, of course.
Yeah,
because you have to watch it, but It's only because my friends are watching it and I am not paying for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not paying for it, but I'm super excited for it, man. I want to see. I just want to see McGregor win, not even because I dislike Floyd Mayweather, because I don't really care about Mayweather or boxing, but I just think it would be a really awesome storyline if McGregor was to win that fight.
McGregor is one of the cockiest douchebags in the world now. Can you imagine how cocky and arrogant he'll be if he wins that fight?
Yeah, he will literally change the sport of MMA, more than he has already, because he's already changed the sport, for better or for worse.
For better or for worse. Probably for worse, especially with I would say, for worse in UFC's case.
In the UFC's case, yeah, because he's the one that started the money fight.
Completely money fight, not best against best. It was just to see who could make the most money.
Right. He did start that.
Yep.
Now, you could argue that's for worse. I think that there are some interesting money fights that come up. most of them are bad, but when a good money fight comes up, like if they did Jones versus Lesnar,
Like
that's
GSP versus
so that's the bad money
the
fight.
bad money fight.
It's GSP versus Bisping. That's a shitty money fight. But if you do Jones versus Lesnar, that's a pretty cool money fight.
That'd be an awesome money fight. I would love to watch that,
Yes.
actually. But that's because that goes back to Pride days, I think, where they have the freak fights.
Yes.
And that would be more of a freak fight to me.
I think it's more of a money fight because it would make
Lesnar's,
a cajillion dollars.
Yeah, Lesnar's 400 pounds against Jones, who fights at 205.
Right.
So that's like old school Pride freak fight.
The only reason I think that fight would be like even remotely competitive, right, is because if Lesnar blast doubles Jones, right,
Oh, geez.
which he can do.
No.
Jones has got such skinny legs.
Oh, those little tiny pencil legs.
Yeah, that it's like, oh, maybe he could get him down. If he can't get him down, or maybe he'll just get pieced up like Overeem did to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So, but back to McGregor Mayweather. I think the good things that he's done is he's gotten like fighter pay on the top, like one of the top issues. He's laid out like, these guys need to make money while they can. He's brought out like trash talking and made people like.
He made it WWE. And
He didn't though. I don't think it's like that. I don't think he's like that.
It
because
is.
I think the difference between him
He's
and
a heel.
He is a heel, but I think the difference between him and a lot of like other like brash personalities is he actually does put the work in. He works very, very hard.
Oh, his noodle arm punches that you're watching, that they said he's surrounded by yes men.
Okay, people say that, but I don't think that's true.
That boxer knockdown that was completely fake.
That wasn't fake.
It was completely fake. He got pushed
Get
down.
the fuck out of here. That wasn't a push.
And it was
dude.
12 rounds. They didn't show anything, and that was around
They don't want to show Floyd. They don't want to put his shit out there for Floyd's camp to see and analyze. The one thing that McGregor has, besides his power coming into this fight, is that he's going to approach this non-conventionally. Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer of our generation, but he is a boxer and he's used to boxing. If you can come in, it's just like in business.
But it's a boxing match.
Right, I understand that. But if you can come in and do things unconventionally within that rule set that people aren't expecting, you could disrupt.
Shake up the system.
I'm just saying. It sounds like bullshit, but that's what I'm counting on. But, so yeah, this looks to be an interesting fight. I think
you have to put money down on one fighter to win.
I put money on McGregor.
$500.
I wouldn't put $500 on a
You
fight.
have to.
I have to.
You have to. Who do you fucking pick?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it on McGregor. I really believe that he's going to win this fight.
You're such a fucking
He's my favorite
fanboy.
fighter, man. What can I say?
You're
Like,
fanboy. Same thing with Rousey.
No.
You get so blinded by your
my love for McGregor.
your love for these.
My love for
fucking
McGregor
fighters.
is bigger than my love for Rousey ever was, to be fair. I am a bit of a front runner when it comes to sports, but I've been following McGregor's like whole career. I've been watching him since before he was in the UFC.
So you're the hipster of McGregor fans.
I am a McGregor hipster, but I have people that can back me up, that can vouch for me.
Oh yeah,
on my
seriously,
friend.
ask my friend. Google it. Ask my friend, man.
If you ask Joe St. Germain, I used to talk about.
I was the first McGregor fan ever.
I'm not saying I was the first one or that I jumped on the train like the first stop, but I hate that I have to like.
I wear cloth hats.
I hate that I have to defend my fandom of McGregor because people think I'm just like bandwagoning on
I'm in
him.
the bandwagon. I'm in the original.
Look, man, I've seen him fight live multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you went to Boston for one. I remember that.
Yeah, I went to Boston for both of them.
Well, you're still a tool.
He's pretty awesome. He's the best MMA fighter of our generation, with the exception of maybe John Jones.
John Jones is way better.
Is he though?
John Jones has never lost.
Yes, he has.
That's not a loss.
Okay,
He was beating up a deaf guy and dropped an elbow on his head and got disqualified. That's not a win for the deaf guy.
well, every day's a win for the deaf guy.
Because he's still
He's
alive.
not the dead guy.
Because he would be thrown off a cliff. It was in Roman times.
Jesus Christ.
I'm flying.
Oh, no. Boo.
My deaf voice is really close to old school, like, retarded voices.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that one. So, alright,
I can make that.
so you have $500. You have to bet on one of them.
Mayweather.
How do you think he wins?
Decision. It's not going to knock him out.
Do you think
It's
that
going to go all, what, is it 10 rounds or 12 now?
12?
It's 12, yeah.
Do you think that the glove change has any significant, like, do you think that changes things at all? They went from 10-ounce to 8-ounce gloves.
So, I think Floyd could break his hand, but he's still going to be able to dodge everything that McGregor throws
You
at
don't
him.
think McGregor has a chance to knock him out?
Everybody has a chance.
You don't think McGregor has a good chance to knock him out?
No, I don't think he has a good chance.
Within the first 4
Do you remember,
rounds.
watch him with Pacquiao.
Pacquiao had a torn shoulder that fight.
Okay, watch him with every other fighter.
Those guys were boxers, man. They weren't McGregor.
Yeah, see?
See what I'm saying?
Like, he...
I can't wait. We're going to be watching this fight together, and we're going to ostensibly?
Oh, see, okay, philosophy doesn't teach you how to speak or words, so I'm not even going to help you with this. I'm not even going to help you. I'm going to let you stutter through this with your fucking high and mighty philosophy minor.
Most likely we're going to watch this together. We're going to record. I'm better at writing the words than saying them.
Communication major.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to record a podcast on Sunday. I really hope, as long as like you're not too hungover or whatever.
I won't be. I'll have to open up class. I gotta start doing things again.
So,
being human and not a slob at 30. I'm 30 now.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Officially 30.
But yeah, I can't wait to rub it in your face. That's all I'm saying. So now you turned 30.
Like the guy did in the movie theater.
Yeah. Just like that. So you turned 30 last week?
Yeah, last Wednesday. Yep.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I got you nothing for your birthday.
That's I assumed.
Did I even wish you a happy birthday on the day?
Yes.
Okay.
You were the first.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you were the first friend to wish me a happy birthday. It was very nice.
Yeah. See? What did you get any gifts for your birthday from anyone?
My girlfriend bought me a grill. It was kind of awesome.
Oh, that's a pretty dope
It
gift.
was a really good gift because I like cooking. So
I have a grill, but I
this
don't
is
know
the
how to use
lamest. I like cooking. They got me a grill.
I like to throw
I
them
swear
round meats on.
I swear I have my testicles still. They're there around. They suck back into me when I stand up, but they're there.
So,
holy Christ. Most boring, nonsensical fucking podcast ever.
Did you? Yeah, this is good. Did you get anything besides a grill?
Gil accoutrements.
Gil?
Did I say Gil?
Yeah, you said Gil. Oh, who can't talk now,
Jesus.
bitch?
Well, I was thinking about video game Gil, you know.
Like
Final
Fantasy
Gil.
No, you were.
No, I was, I swear. She got me Gil.
It's a new cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
It's rivaling Bitcoin,
Bitcoin,
right?
yeah, it's worth way more than Bitcoin.
Well, Bitcoin split.
Yeah, it
It's
did.
split to Bitcoin and Gil. And Gil's the more successful one.
And I own a large stake in Gil.
Our money woes are over. Okay, so let's not talk about your birthday.
Yeah,
anymore.
fuck it. It was, I did nothing because I didn't want to do anything because I don't like people.
Welcome to the world of 30, though.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
It's weird. So I'm 32,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like every day I'm just marching a little bit closer
So
to death.
Yeah, just
And every
scooting a little closer.
So now, if anybody listens to this and they're in their 40s, they'll think that we're stupid and not even young. But like,
Well, I hope they die soon anyway.
yeah. And when I was in my 20s, I was like, you know, life felt it felt like there was so much more possibility in life.
Oh yeah, I the sky was the limit.
Yeah.
Like you thought you could do anything. I thought I was gonna be making like $200,000 a year by now.
I would say that my life now, I've settled in. I've got a career and a house, and I've got kids. I've got like
Yeah, you're going nowhere.
I got the life, but it's like
You're done. You're done.
I'm not gonna do anything cool anymore.
No.
You know, like my fucking bar for cool.
So that's good that you have goals.
has been set at like vacation. somewhere, you know, whereas before my bar for cool was
You
like,
have to hope
change
this
the
goes
world.
somewhere.
Yeah,
This like
yeah.
somebody likes you enough through this.
I just have to hope that somehow I can still have that crazy yacht life that I dreamed of when I was 20.
I really thought I was going to be rich by this time. Or
I'm
doing
never
something
gonna
really
be rich.
cool.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be rich. That hope has flown out.
You never know. You're 32.
I hope for.
You have at least another 5 years to figure it out.
I don't even. Right now, I'm not even shooting for upper middle class. I'm just shooting for middle class. If I could buy a TV like every 3 years, that would be like, oh, fucking
you made it.
Yeah.
You made it.
If I didn't live paycheck to paycheck, I would consider that like a success. You know?
No, I hear you. And that's probably where I'm at right now. But I still have those dreams. Like maybe if I do something, I make something revolutionary. And
You're not gonna make it.
you don't know that. You don't know me.
What's your idea?
I have none.
Okay.
But again, it's always in the back of your head. Oh, maybe someday I could make it. But it's dwindling as I get older. That's for sure. My hopes and dreams are...
Your drive dies.
Definitely don't have much of a drive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't good now that I got fired, so...
Yeah. So, any prospects there?
No prospects, no. Still gainfully unemployed and enjoying the summer while I am.
You want to,
No.
You want a job?
Nope.
Okay. It's still on the table. It's
Living
always on the table.
No. He wants me to look after his kids, and I refuse to fucking do that.
Eventually he's going to get desperate enough. And then my daycare woes will be over.
If I get desperate enough, I'm going to be jacking off on a campsite.
You can be my live-in houseboy. I'll have a little bell. I'll ring when I require Dennis's services.
Houseboy? Come here, houseboy.
Come here, houseboy.
Do your duties, houseboy. My wife needs you to warm the bed.
You can just see Sarah like, you're weird.
Yeah. It's okay, Sarah. I can be your houseboy.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I got another potential topic since I'm blasting these out since you came very unprepared today.
Completely. I got nothing.
Are you familiar with the band Brand New?
I know the name and I know I was just about to say, pejorative term.
Yeah, don't say that.
So, I know they are not manly. Whiny. The shit I hate.
You don't know their music then. So, their...
are they considered...
Their fifth and final studio album, Science Fiction, came out.
What are they considered?
Let me get to that.
Emo?
No, they're not considered emo. Would you let me finish? Can I finish?
Can
y'all finish or y'all done? So they started out. They're right around the same age as me, a couple of years older, right? And they started out very emo with their first album, right? But as their albums have released and they've gotten older,
yeah, it's hard to be 40 and emo.
Right, they've progressed to they're now like a proper like indie rock band. Like so they're like they're an indie band, man. If you like indie.
Where are you going with this?
I'm just saying, man, their
New
new album.
album?
Yeah, and it's really good.
Fucking goody.
It's awesome, dude. You should listen to it.
I don't think I will.
What kind of music? You'd probably like it. Do you only listen to like shitty rock?
Shitty rock?
Yeah. Like Alice in Chains and shit?
I listen to a lot of Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
I do listen to
you have the face for it.
I listen to a lot of older rock. I listen to a lot of Queens of the Stone Age. They have a new album coming out.
Okay.
That I'm going to get, and I'm going to see them live soon, too.
Are they like a super band?
No.
I thought they were like half of Foo Fighters and like a piece of like...
No.
Them Melancholy Sadness.
No, them guys. Crooked Vultures was Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age. It was John Paul Jones.
John Paul Jones. That's a great name.
Yep. And then it was also Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters on drums.
I'm going to tell you, them Crooked Vultures is a pretty badass name.
Great band. Great. Yeah. And it's the three of them. And that was more or less of a super band.
I had an idea for a band name that I came up with when I was in the Navy. When you're in the Navy, you know the little birds on your collar for like your rank? They're called your crows, right? And you can be a first, second, or third class petty officer. And you're going to
be counting crows.
No!
Oh, I get it.
No. I wanted to be second class crows. I thought that was like a cool... Because I was a second class petty officer at the time. I don't play any instruments.
Neither do I. I would have to be a singer and have a horrible voice.
Right.
And... the band name that I came up with, which I doubt I came up with, but Deep Vein Thrombosis.
See, now think about I subscribe to the Stephen Merchant theory on band names. Now, you've listened to a lot of the Ricky Gervais show.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
So, if you dive into their catalog, he's got a whole thing about how he really hates bands that aren't named in a way that, like, would make you want to go see them in a stadium, you know? So, would you go see Deep Vein Thrombosis?
That has to be, like, a metal band.
Yeah. But you would go see Second Class Crows.
No, you wouldn't.
You would. You'd be like, Second Class Crows. Oh, they got that dope new album.
Because you could call Deep Vein Thrombosis DVT.
DVT is better.
Because that's what it is. You've heard of that, people getting DVTs and dying, right?
I don't know what that is. I think it's a vein disease.
Blood clots in the leg.
Okay.
Usually goes through, starts pulmonary embolisms.
Does it start in your backy thighs?
Your backy thighs and goes to your fronty chest. Backy thighs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are 25 minutes in, and I've run through, you shot down my my album talk.
Oh, God.
So now you gotta come up with something, motherfucker.
See, that's bad. I had a few things, but then you sidetracked me, and I just wanted to make fun of you for your music.
My music, I listen to like indie rock and rap. So two very different.
Yeah, but you don't listen to rap per se. You listen to Kanye West, like almost exclusively.
No, that's not true. I listen to a lot of Future too.
And Gambino.
No,
Childish.
Just that one song, just Redbone.
Oh, he's a goddamn comedian. It's very strange to me.
Yeah, he's got a voice on him though, man. He can hit that high note. It's crazy. I listen to quite a diverse array of rap.
I listen to old rap.
See, I like new rap.
I like old rap so much more.
Like what?
Like old school Wu-Tang.
Okay, yeah, Wu-Tang's good.
I love old school Wu-Tang, old school NWA, all that old
See, I can't listen to that. The rapping has gotten, the beats and shit have gotten a lot better now.
I don't know, man. I can't do it. It's just, but the rapping is horrible.
Do you not like, you don't like Kanye West?
I liked his first few albums.
I don't even.
But then he got way too into the what is that voice modulator? The
dude, if you're thinking of autotune.
Autotune, yeah.
And he started out the whole autotune craze when he made 808s and Heartbreaks.
And that's why I hated the autotune.
But then he came out with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is his best album.
I never listened to it.
What?
Never listened to it.
You have to listen. This is a masterpiece.
How dare you smack your leg at me?
That's why.
Very aggressive move there, sir.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right, is really when everybody was like, this dude is like the genius of our generation. They already said that before with Graduation and College Dropout.
Himself the genius of our generation.
Yeah, other people said it too.
Who? You?
Yeah. But I'm not the only one. Kanye's got a large and loyal fan base. But you have to listen to that album. It is literally almost it is from start to finish a perfect album. Perfect. There's no bad part about that album.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Yeah.
He's got one line where he goes, there's too many Urkels on your team. That's why your win's low. Come on, bro. That's a fucking great line.
Jesus Christ, I couldn't cringe more if I wanted to.
When you hear him deliver it, though, it sounds so good.
Fuck. God, that's good? That's good rap?
When you hear him... When I say it, I sound real white and nerdy. When he says it, it sounds real cool.
Winslow.
I got any cheese?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, it's good. It's real good.
Bone Thugs and Harmony? Come on.
Bone Thugs, yeah, they're alright. They rap fast. Crossroads
Busy
is
Bone. Or the one they did with Biggie.
Oh, Notorious Thugs.
Notorious.
That song is great.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so...
Just saying, old school rap is far superior to anything new.
That's not true.
I always have Common's song stuck in my head, though. Universal Mind Control.
Yeah.
That's always stuck in my head.
I like Common. He's a very cordial assassin.
He's a very cordial assassin. He is in everything he plays.
Yeah.
He's always an assassin.
I just mean
Yeah, I know.
From John Wick
From
2.
John Wick, but he's also an assassin in, that's what I was getting at, dipshit. That other movie he played with Jeremy Piven as the magician that they're all trying to kill.
What?
We went over this. Jeremy Piven's a magician.
No, we never went over this.
I think we did. I think I'm
No.
almost positive. We were talking about Common and how...
We talked about John Wick in one of the podcasts.
Yeah.
But we did not talk about some fucking Jeremy Piven as a magician. Are you talking about Entourage?
No. No,
I'm saying Entourage Jeremy Piven, right?
Yeah, that's who it is. It's an actor.
Fake hair Jeremy Piven.
Well, it's real hair, but he got it all, lopped out of his head. Now it looks like doll hair. But, no. He did another movie that was all like action where everybody's trying to kill each other. He's trying to get into a He's a big drug addict, magician.
Magicians aren't...
A bunch of assassins are trying to get to him.
Are you talking about Lucky Number 11?
No, you said the same fucking thing. We're going over the same goddamn thing. No, you said, is this Lucky... It came out around the same time, though. But it was like a gory, just crazy fucking movie. And Common's in it as an assassin, and he like...
Oh, the whole 9 yards.
You motherfucker.
That's a great movie, though.
I wish I could Google this right now, because... Google. Because I liked the movie, and Alicia Keys was in it looking all hot.
Oh,
Can't
hardly wait.
Can't hardly wait. 10 Things I Hate About You. He was in it. Common as an assassin. Trying to kill people again.
Jesus Christ, man. This is crazy.
You didn't know that he was assassin?
Jeremy Piven was not a magician. Are you talking about Brick Mansions? That was a pretty good movie.
Jesus Christ. No, this came out in like 2005.
Oh, okay. The Matrix Revolutions.
The Matrix Revolutions. Just gonna keep spewing out. Not even things that are close.
I'm just gonna say movies that I like. Was it The Departed?
Just The Departed. The Town, right?
Which did you like better, The Town or The Departed?
Oh.
I texted this in our group chat. I got some answers.
I know every douchey movie buff is gonna say The Departed,
right?
But I found The Town way more enjoyable because I'm from that area.
But they're both. Oh, The Town set in
Charlestown.
Charlestown, yeah.
Well, it's just in Massachusetts.
It's all fucking Boston. Bro.
The Departed also bothered me because of Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson was terrible in that movie.
Yes. And the fact that he was such a douchebag that they told him to wear a Red Sox hat, and he's like, I'm not doing that. I'm a Yankees fan.
Yeah, he wouldn't wear the Red Sox hat.
Yeah, so fuck it.
He's supposed to be Whitey Bulger, and he wouldn't wear a Red Sox hat.
Yeah. So that alone bothered me. I love the movie. There's some awesome scenes in it. But overall, I like The Town more.
So I listened to this other podcast on The Ringer.
So we're completely plagiarized.
No. It's called like Rewatchables or whatever. And they did a deep dive on The Departed. And Jack Nicholson wasn't the first choice to play Frank in that movie. Do you know who it was? Al Pacino. Do you think
Al Pacino.
Do you think that movie's better or worse?
Hooah!
And I think De Niro was also briefly linked.
De Niro would have been the best. Pacino has not been a good actor since '82. Since The Godfather 2.
No.
When he started doing... Because he was talking like this at first in all of his movies. And then he started doing, oh, hey, ooh-ah. Then that got just so annoying for a 3-foot tall
First of all, he
guy
won an Oscar in the 90s for Son of a Woman.
That's when he started doing the voice, though.
Yeah, that's
for Son of a Woman.
Son of a Woman is where he got that late stage, like...
Oh, hey.
Yeah. But
I love Son of a Woman, by the way.
Son of a Woman's great.
Great movie.
The Devil's Advocate. He's great in that movie.
But does he make the movie great, or is it just because
he makes the movie
the movie's good?
No,
same thing about
if you don't have the
Johnny Wick in that movie.
If you don't have the right person playing the devil in that movie, it can be a real shitty movie.
I think you could have picked a few like this.
Like you could have replaced Keanu. You could have
Keanu, yes. Keanu could have been replaced.
Easily replaceable, but Pacino was the only person. Pacino's got the best portrayal of the devil in years and years and years in movies. Who's been a better Satan?
I'm trying to think of other Satan movies where
there's a lot of them.
There's been a Satan. Do you remember the movie where the guy from Bush played a devil, a demon? Gavin Rossdale.
Really?
Yeah. He played like a demon from hell. It was a Keanu movie. I loved the movie though. It's a Keanu movie. It's so bad. Shia LaBeouf, isn't it? Shia LaBeouf.
Must be for real. 'Cause now I can feel.
I saw Bush live. Like,
Did you? I'm super jealous. I love Bush.
Like recently.
Recently?
I saw it must have been like 5 or 6 years ago, and they were awesome live.
Yeah, Bush is fucking great, dude.
And he wasn't even the headliner. They weren't even the headliner.
They're
Some
a
other
very
shitty
underrated
rock
band. Like, I mean, they're
Not in the
megastars.
90s, they're humongous.
Yeah, I
in the
know, but
90s.
I feel like people today, like kids these days, you know, those darn late millennials,
darn kids, yeah.
wouldn't
Appreciate
how
Gavin's
fucking
beauty.
awesome Bush was.
Bush was awesome,
And he was a beautiful man.
He still is a beautiful man. But this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I saw him live, and I was like, he's got to be like 40-5, and he was jumping in the fucking crowd, just running all around. It was great show.
We haven't talked about celebrity dicks in a while, but do you think that?
Oh no, he doesn't have a piece on him.
You don't think?
I don't
no.
think Gavin's got a piece. Nah.
Is he still married to
No,
Gwen Stefani?
Gwen Plastic Stefani. No, she's with some country singer now.
Oh, that's a shame. I like No Doubt.
Back in the day,
Yeah, like
until she
when they were still a ska band.
Yeah, before they got all poppy.
Yeah.
Horrible. Yep.
Tragic Kingdom's a great album.
Wait, what was the movie I was talking about? Shia LaBeouf, Gavin's a demon, John Wick's in it, Rachel Weisz,
I don't know who Rachel Weisz is.
very famous actress.
Was it Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser? Are you thinking of Bedazzled?
It's not Bedazzled. It's not even the name of the fucking movie.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not Bedazzled.
The one where Brendan Fraser and the British chick, Elizabeth Hurley, is the devil?
I'm almost positive it's not Bedazzled.
It's Bedazzled, bro.
It's not fucking Bedazzled.
The name of the movie is Bedazzled.
We are off today with our movie
I
facts.
would stake the life of one of my children, the one that I like least, which will remain unnamed. But the one I don't like as much, I would bet his life that movie is called Bedazzled. I'm closing my eyes. I see the poster for the movie. It's Jennifer Hurley. She's got a snake wrapped around her shoulder.
Yes.
Brendan Fraser is in the foreground, like in the bottom.
Whoa.
Yeah, like doing his
Whoa.
Brendan Fraser face.
face.
And above Elizabeth Hurley's head, it says Bedazzled.
Starts with a B.
And the background is orange.
It's definitely a B.
It's a Bedazzled.
I don't think it's Bedazzled.
Yeah, because he gets bedazzled in the movie.
Gets rhinestones put all over.
No! The devil bedazzles him.
She bedazzles him, puts some rhinestones all over his nice jean jacket.
Let's get back to Pacino here.
Oh,
Any Given Sunday.
awful!
What?
He was awful in it.
No!
He plays the same fucking useless old cunt
Fuck
that
off.
he plays in everything.
Fuck off. Now
We gotta play, guys. Hooray! Ooh.
We are getting to I like it because you hate it territory
Yeah.
right now. Oh, he was fucking. That's one of the best.
I
parts
fell
of the
asleep in that fucking movie because
Fuck
it was
off.
so boring to me.
Fuck off.
I saw it in
The
theaters.
Inches speech. The Inches speech.
Oh.
So good. What about Steamin' Willie Beeman?
Me.
You didn't like any of the movie, or you just didn't like Pacino's portrayal in the movie?
Well, he was such a huge part of it, it made me not like the movie.
My name is Steamin' Willie Beeman. The ladies.
Okay, I watched that one time and I never wanted to watch it again.
I've
because of
seen Any Given Sunday at least 10
it.
times.
He plays the same fucking character. Loud. Oh, I'm 3 feet tall.
He was. Oh, Heat came out in the fucking 90s, bro. Heat came out in the 90s.
But you're talking about fucking Any Given Sunday, which was like 2004.
I know, but when you said he didn't have a good movie since the 80s, and I just
That-
named like 9
you
great
know what?
movies he was in.
He did
He
two
won
good
Heat.
movies.
He won Heat.
He won Heat. Heat was still, Heat was all right, but not because of him.
Heat was amazing. That's one of my favorite movies. I will
De
walk
Niro was in
out
that,
of-
right?
Yeah, De Niro. It was the first time De Niro and Pacino
were
were
on screen together. Yeah.
And then they did that terrible piece of shit movie,
Oh, yeah, we're the two old.
Righteous Kill.
Yeah. Again, he's not. Him and Jack Nicholson, they're the same thing. They both play the same fucking character in everything they do.
Pacino's better than Nicholson.
Well, Nicholson's all like shaky now.
No, I'm just saying in general, career-wise, body of work-wise, Pacino's better.
Yeah.
Way better.
I mean, Nicholson just has, in my mind, is
He's got a handful of really classic movies.
really good movies.
The Shining.
That's what I was going to say, The Shining.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Also a great movie.
A Few Good Men.
You can't handle that truth.
Yeah.
What is the movie I'm thinking of, though, where he plays like a... And it's not even one of his best works, but it's the one that's stuck in my head of him being a germaphobe or OCD real bad with Helen Hunt.
What Women Want?
No.
Oh, no, that's Mel Gibson. Where he can read minds. Oh.
The Bounty?
Being Jack Schmidt or Ash Schmidt? No, that's Kathy Bates.
That's Kathy Bates, where she shows her fucking big old floppy old boobies in that movie.
I thought she showed her ass.
Oh, she showed her boobies. Well, I mean, they're probably just floating on top of that hot tub, but I remember that scene's burnt into my fucking memory. Not in a good way. It's just, oh.
I don't know what movie you're
shit.
talking about.
Him and Helen Hunt, they're going like cross country for something, and she's falling in love with him, even though he's OCD and nuts. Yeah, whatever. Decent movie.
Helen Hunt had some good movies, man.
What, Twister?
Yeah.
Twister's awful.
Twister's pretty awesome.
Twister's awful. We have a cow. When it's floating through the air.
Yeah.
Brutal. Fucking brutal.
Was she in Dante's Inferno?
Helen Hunt? I don't know. I used to have a weird thing for Helen Hunt when I was younger. Like,
Yeah, me too. That's
well,
why.
I always wanted to crank one out to her.
In the 90s, Helen Hunt was throwing she was throwing a fastball.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know if it was a high heat 100
No.
mile.
I'm not saying she was. I'm not saying
It was like a 92 an
She
hour.
wasn't an ace, but she was probably the third starter.
Yeah, she had her time. I wonder what she looks like now.
I don't know.
I'm assuming like a melted Cadbury egg.
Probably.
Just
I don't know
slipping
if she
off
went
her.
I don't know if she went the plastic surgery route. But oh, man, I can't believe you didn't.
Pacino?
I don't know. I can't.
How do we
believe
go from Departed to? All right, The Town's a better movie.
The Town's got better action scenes.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
I think that of both movies, the best actor in those two movies is surprisingly Mark Wahlberg.
Well, he's from the area.
Yeah.
And he was a thug. He was stealing cars back then anyway. He's from, I mean, Mark Wahlberg's from that area.
Yeah, he wasn't stealing cars in The Departed.
No, in real life.
No, in
Got
real life
arrested
he was
for
like beating up black people.
No, Asians.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry to slander Mark Wahlberg and say that he was racist against the wrong people.
and now he was fighting to like get that taken off his name, even though
Didn't he like beat some dude with a lock or something?
No, I forgot what he beat him with, but it took out his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to get that expunged. He's like, because he's done so much better since then. They're like, no, you
That's
fucking
not
blinded a
how
guy.
that works.
You
Yeah.
blinded a guy, douche.
You might have made your life better, but you still have to wear the scarlet letter of having done that. To
having
someone.
blinded a fucking Asian food store owner. But he was also stealing a bunch of cars. And Ben Affleck's from that area too.
So is Matt Damon.
Yep.
But
Good Will Hunting.
yeah, you like apples?
Don't do this to me, man.
Do you like apples?
Don't do it. Not you. Not you.
Do you want to get some apples after the podcast?
How do you like them apples?
Don't do it.
Not
Let
you,
me
man.
do it. I
Not
want
you.
to do it.
I had to beat you to it because I didn't want you to get that out of your system. Now it's stuck in there like a sneeze.
Do you know that before, like in the olden days, before they had names for fruit, they used to call everything an apple?
Is this the shit you tell your kids?
This is true. This is true.
Oh, you see that yellow apple over there?
No, I'm being fucking serious.
Look at that straw apple.
Apple was the generic name for fruit. That's why that's why they have pineapples and shit. Because it was like the fruit.
Yeah, and those straw apples and
They used
straw orange.
I can't wait.
Orange apples.
Next week you will give me a public apology.
I don't think I will.
When you
Because I'm not
Google
going to research
apples,
it
when
myself.
you Google-
Because it's so stupid and
We
wrong.
are in the no Google zone right now, so I can't bring it up. But as soon as I hit like the stop button on the record,
Oh yeah, since this is our first podcast, we don't Google anything during the show.
we're not allowed to Google during the show.
Yeah, never. And he's completely wrong on this fucking
No,
product. He's so full of shit.
They used to call everything an apple, and
Where?
then they were like,
Where?
in the fucking
In the world?
bro.
In the world. So every culture, every fucking
English.
culture.
English speaking. In the English language, They called everything an apple. Because I think, like, in England, they only had, like, one fruit.
So they had scurvy and bad teeth?
Yeah. So
they didn't call lemon a lemon?
No, they
A
called
sour apple?
They called everything apple, bro. Everything was called an apple. That's why they don't, in the Adam and Eve story, they don't even know if it was an apple. They could have been a fucking banana that she tempted Adam with. But anyways, they called everything...
Or he tempted her with,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, whoa!
They called everything an apple. Everything was apple. It was like, do you want this? Apple.
This is so fucking bullshit!
Do you want this?
This is such bullshit!
Do you want this brown apple? Yeah, they used to call everything. But then they were like, hold on a second. We found America. We need some new words.
We need some new words.
Because we can't keep calling everything apple.
You know how stupid you sound?
I know you think I'm dumb, but I'm 100% right here, which is why it's so funny to me. So they were like, yo, we need some new words. Let's call this one pear.
What
And everybody
hobo?
was like, oh,
what hobo that's just like coming down from fucking schizophrenia just told you this on the side of the street? Everything was apple, and they wore bread as hats.
I'm not saying that everything was an apple. There were different fruits, but they just called it all apple.
Who
I fucking
told
learned this.
What website? WeLoveApples.com.
No, this is fucking. This is the absolute, honest to God truth. Everything used to be called apple. It wasn't until they found more fruits that they had to, like, differentiate.
Bullshit! This is bullshit. They always had more fruits.
No.
They've had strawberries forever, raspberries.
They called them all apples.
They're all apples.
No, I'm sorry. I think berries were different. It was anything that grew from a tree they called apple.
So oranges.
So, yeah, anything that grew from a tree that was a fruit, they were like, that's apple? That's apple. Like, they just were like, yeah, apple. Bro, oh, that thing coming out of the ground, that's not apple because it's not on a tree.
Cherries?
A cherry tree? So, yeah, apple. Small apple.
Small apple.
Everything was apple, bro.
Oh my god, I would have
They were like,
you.
oi, mate, you got any more of them small apples?
Those apples.
I can't wait.
Plums.
We have roughly 13 minutes till this podcast is over, and I am just filled with energy. I'm gonna
To
pop
jump
out
and
and grab my
Google
phone
this.
and be like, "Here you go, mother." I almost want. Ugh.
To pause this so
I
you can look up.
really.
We can't do
It makes me
Can't do
so
it.
fucking mad that you don't believe
We
me.
can't do it that you're just a dirty liar and trying to fool
No,
all our
they
fans
used
into
to call everything
thinking
apple,
that this
bro.
is all it's all apple.
You don't believe me.
You're insane.
You don't believe me
No.
right now. You're a fucking piece of shit.
I don't believe you one fucking bit. Maybe a few things that looked appley were different types of apples.
No, they called everything apple. And then they discovered pineapple. And they were like, yo, it's really like, it's from the tree, but it's so different than apple that we know.
But it's not even made in England. They don't even...
Because they were exploring in boats, bro. Plymouth Rock and shit.
Holy fuck.
And I think the Spanish, too.
Is this what philosophy gets you?
No. Alright. Listen, man. You want to do some philosophy shit? I don't know. But listen, everything was apple, okay? I'm not gonna keep saying everything was apple, because we know it to be true.
We know. No, you know it to be true that some fucking schizophrenic hobo told you.
No, back in the fucking day in England, it'd be like, hey, mate, do you want something to eat? And he'd be like, apple, please. And he'd be like, here you go. And he'd go, no, other apple. And he'd get him the other fruit.
Nah, Belle. I want that other apple.
I want big apple.
Give me the long apple.
Yeah. Give me the long yellow apple.
Long L, yeah.
Why don't we call it everything apple is what they had a discussion about. The king.
Think of how complex the English language is.
And how did it get that way through trial and error?
In apples.
They didn't just start out...
In multiple apples.
They didn't just start out like, yo, we've got the most expressive language in the world. How do you think they got that way? How do you think English became the most expressive?
By needing to... needing to add words about apples.
Because, Eskimos have 13,000 words for ice, bro. Right?
13,000? Is that
That's an estimation.
pro tip?
But, in Hawaii, aloha means like 19 different things, right?
And here I was thinking it was just hello and goodbye.
You can use it as a midday greeting.
Midday.
But anyways, in English, they were like, listen, we've got this word for fruit from a tree. We call it apple, okay? But it's not good enough.
That doesn't make sense.
We
That
need to
doesn't make sense.
Refine. Like peeling back the layers of an onion, which they also called apple.
All right, let me ask this. Around what time frame was this? 1700s?
I don't know. It was way back in the day.
1600s?
It was before they found other fruit. Because I think there's only apples in England. And like berries and shit.
Only apples in England.
They definitely don't have oranges in England. They don't have the climate to grow oranges.
Clementines?
No, they don't have the climate for that. They don't have the climate for any citrusy food. They got all that shit when they plundered the New World. That's why they went. They were like, we need spices.
We need more apples.
We need new apples.
We need new apples. All right. We don't have... so fucking preposterous.
It's the truth.
So they saw a banana growing like, oh, look at... That's a weird apple.
Yeah.
That's a weird fucking apple.
And you're like, this apple is odd. Maybe we shouldn't call everything that comes from a tree that's a fruit apple.
Maybe this happened like once.
No!
No! Every...
Can't fucking wait to prove you
Where
wrong.
did you learn this?
I learned it in a variety... I heard it I learned it, read it. I read it in a variety of places. School books. I probably saw something on Reddit.
School books. So Reddit I don't trust. Ever.
Like, it was probably like a TIL, like a Today I Learned. Like, everything used to be Apple. I think it was on the Ricky Gervais podcast. I think they were talking about how...
So you're just citing everything Apple. We spoke about today. The internet. I read it on the internet.
Yeah, basically, I got this on the internet.
Yeah.
For sure, but I'm pretty sure it was in the school book, too. I went to Catholic school, though, until, like, 8th grade, so it might be wrong.
No, because, so you're completely wrong. You didn't read it in a Catholic school book, because that would just been like, Jesus named everything.
That's true.
Apple and
so I didn't
orange.
Read that. Maybe I learned it in high school. But everything used to be Apple to the English.
Fucking limeys.
I'm telling you.
You know why they call them limeys, right?
Because they like limes?
To fend off scurvy.
Ah, yeah.
I was chewing on limes. Apparently.
That makes sense. You know why? Because they didn't have any citrusy fruits.
Because they're all apples.
Yeah, because everything was apple.
So we learned today that Jeremy's a dirty liar.
I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. It fucking incenses me that you don't believe me.
Incenses?
Yeah. Like, I am incensed right now. Not incense, but incensed. You know the word I'm talking about.
Just let you chew on it. Oh, Christ almighty. It's just, I've never heard that.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And now I'm an old man, so it's just...
You were too busy taking fucking racy MySpace pictures to learn anything.
Getting raped.
You fucking animal. Oh, you deserved every bad
thing that
should
still be our first podcast, I think.
No, this one's gonna be... I'm gonna release them both this week.
Okay, good. So you guys need to listen to the...
Even if I can't get... Because I think we have to pay for an RSS feed to host these things, to submit them to iTunes.
How much?
I don't know. But even if I can't do that, I'll at least put them on YouTube. Yeah. Did you make an I Like It Because You Hate It logo yet?
Not for YouTube. No, I haven't made the logo itself yet.
You haven't made a logo for anything. You've done no work for this.
I made a website. Or a Gmail.
Gmail. That's like 13 seconds of work.
Was about 13 seconds of work.
I want you...
So please send your comments and questions to I like it cause CUZ. I like it cause CUZ. You hate it at gmail.com.
I want you to, tonight, this is I am ordering you.
I don't know. I still have a drill instructor girlfriend.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what she says.
Haha, life.
Listen to me now. You will make a logo today because I can't put it up without a logo.
MS Paint?
I don't give a fuck how you do it. Make a logo. or else I'm gonna make a logo, and it's not gonna be good. I'm just gonna use that one picture I made of you where you were getting choked with the Brazzers logo underneath. I'm gonna just use that.
That was a good one, though.
That was pretty good.
I wouldn't mind that as our logo.
No, because I'm not in it. I'm not. You
That's
get all the
true.
glory. Yeah. All right. So this is it. We're at time now.
So this is our...
This is our inaugural episode.
That was a rough word for you, too. Inaugural.
No, I got that one out good.
Inaugural.
Inaugural.
Inaugural?
Whatever. So it was our first episode that we're putting out. Look forward to later in the week. I'll also be putting out the episode that we did before this, where Dennis tells us stories about his deep, dark past.
Yeah,
I think we'll have far-reaching implications for any conversation that we have, because I'm going to bring it up whenever it gets
Yeah, you're
mad
going to
at
have
me.
to listen to that episode to get 90% of the jokes about me. I'm thinking that Jeremy's going to hold it against me now.
I think that there's still, I think that this was still a pretty good episode.
Yeah. All things considered, you're fucking apples.
Alright, so this has been I Like It Because You Hate It. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Dennis.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.